Hola amigos, soy libre. Okay, hello guys, so it's another episode of YAW². Okay, so on today's episode I'll be talking about the Battle of Mactan and Magellan's death and the events afterwards. It's really crazy that 500 years ago, right across the channel there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the channel. I'm just so tired to go to the port below. So yeah, a battle happened, and it's not so much sure in the pre-colonial Philippines that wars between barangays happened, but you know, Cebu is prospering, so it's pretty crazy. And yeah, so how did the battle happen and who provoked it? So as Magellan negotiated with the local peoples here, a ruler of a part of the island, Mactan Island, Zula, he sent his son and he sent 2 goats, and convinced Magellan to help him because Lapu-lapu wouldn't agree with the King of Spain. He wouldn't let the King of Spain subdue him, so he wouldn't pay tribute. So Magellan went there, he landed, and Humabon supported him, and he sent several balangays of men. They were just waiting. So they set off at midnight, then negotiated with Lapu-lapu, and they basically negotiated that if a battle should happen, it should be at night. That's what Lapu-lapu's terms were. So Lapu-lapu, because he wanted the battle to happen at night because of course it's dark, and Lapu-lapu's men had already placed ditches so that the Spanish forces would fall into and hack to death. But I think Magellan knew that, or I don't know. He wanted the battle to happen at early morning and something, so yeah, he waited for the day. And so yeah, the beaches were not like smooth, sandy. No, it was rocky. Okay, so it was rocky, and they were forced to leave their boats just a good distance, a far distance from the shore. So the water was like in a thigh level, and you know, I think it would be like same height today as a Spanish person back then. Must be like same height as a Filipino right now. I don't mind that. They struggled to move, to maneuver, and to attack. So Magellan has 60 men, and Lapu-lapu had 1,500. So they were pretty outnumbered, but they had armor, and like yeah, they had technology. They had muskets. I don't know if that's musket. A gun, primitive gun or something. And crossbows. Yeah, they had a technological advantage, but numbers are always an advantage, because I think Lapu-lapu split his men into 3 squadrons, which would attack Magellan's flanks, one in the left, one in the right, and one in the center. So just bloodbath waiting to happen. So yeah, they struggled. They were pretty much outnumbered, and they struggled to fight. And like in Pagafetta's account, even the natives, when stabbed, and they pretty much keep on fighting. You know why? Because they take drugs. No, seriously. Yeah, when you're drugged up really bad, so like adrenaline pumping, like you're basically a berserk man. When Magellan saw that they were struggling, he sent 2 men to burn down the houses, which to distract Magellan's, Lapu-lapu's forces, and then that caused the opposite, because the natives got pretty mad. They hacked the men to death. Like, you burned my house, dude. Why? I mean, yeah, scorched earth is a pretty common tactic in the pre-colonial Philippines. And Pigafetta wrote that the natives fought so hard, like in their spears. Even when they threw it, like missed and missed and missed, and they'd still pick it up and try to hit a man again. And yeah, to impale someone. Yeah, the natives realized that they were protected by armor, so, and their legs were pretty exposed, so they targeted that. Yeah, Magellan got struck in the right with a poison arrow, and he was struck in the right leg, and then when he went down, he stabbed a native in the chest, but the native still kept going, and someone hacked his face, I think, and then just dogpiled on him. Like, he pretty much overpowered him, and yeah, there was Magellan dead. RIP. And so there were many wounded in the Spanish side, and even Pigafetta was wounded. He wrote his records. There were 15 dead in Lapu-lapu side, and 8 Spanish dead, and 4 Cebuanos dead. So, geez. It's a decisive victory for Lapu-lapu's forces, even though they suffered more casualties, but they got the power. And right after Magellan's death, they tried to take his body back for burial, and Lapu-lapu refused because, keep your trophies, your head trophies. And so, Enrique, the translator, he was promised by Magellan that he would be set free if Magellan dies, but the remaining Spanish forces refused. They were like, help us, man. And so Enrique went to Humabon for help, and Humabon turned against the Spanish. So they killed some Spanish men at a banquet, I don't know. And they poisoned him, they stabbed them, and yeah, and after that whole ruckus, one ship was burned. I don't know which one is it. Okay, so they burnt the ship because not enough men to man it. So they burnt it and they went to Bohol. Hope I recorded it. So thank you for watching this episode. I hope it was short because the sun is burning me. So yeah. Okay, so they're preparing for an event right here. So I don't know. And